Happy Wednesday and welcome to the 6th day of Christmas. And for our 6th day of Christmas, Hunky Dory brought to me some brand new matte-tastic cardstock to get you ready for the next year ahead, and some fantastic brand new dies. It's going to be super, super exciting. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Jess is in the production area. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm alright.
She's alright. She's alright. And over in the demonstration station, she's had the best weekend of her life.
She really has.
It is Kat.
Yay!
Hi, Kat.
Yes.
How was your country bonanza?
It was. Like you said, it was the best weekend of my life. It was absolutely incredible.
Are you over it yet?
No. I'll never ever be over it.
How many times have you watched all the videos that you took?
I just can't stop. It's going to be like a detox for me today.
not being on your phone, not listening constantly to all the live videos you took. Oh, we're glad you had a good weekend, but she is ready to craft up a storm. Right, let's get to it. Before we do, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. It is our festive Archway concept card collection. 6 lucky winners this week, which is absolutely awesome. They make the most fantastic sort of little doors. You get fantastic acetate to go inside there as well, and they are all decoupaged up with fantastic toppers. The question we are asking you this week is as follows. Which of these weird Christmas traditions falls on the 21st of December every single year? Is it A, burning your clock, B, throwing cinnamon, or C, a carrot carving competition? All very, very strange, very, very weird. Not sure which one it is actually, but we will find out on Friday, so don't miss out on that show. Right, are we ready? Because this is going to be an extra special show. Let's have a look at some of the cards that have been made with our brand new matte-tastic adorable scoreable. Are you ready? Because there's some fantastic colours in this selection. This is your brand new 2024 matte-tastic adorable scoreable core colourways. Look at the variety that we have in here. There is colours that we have specially requested to go in here, and they are delightful. There's 2 ways, well actually there's 3 ways. There's 3 ways in which you can buy the fantastic selection we have for you today. The first one is your 60 sheet pack. Now this is £14.99. If you're a Diamond Club member though, look at that price, £13.49. We have a selection of 90 sheets for you if you'd like that as well. 90 sheets is £9.99. So, well, I think, will it come down to £8.99? £8.99 if you are a part of the club. But look at the price difference.
30 sheets, not 90 sheets.
30. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Because I was thinking of the £9.99. So you're getting half the amount of sheets and you're paying £9.99. You get double the amount of sheets and you're paying £14.99. The price is, it's literally £5. £5 for double the amount of sheets. Now, if you're crazy like me, you might be thinking, well, I need like 10 of every sheet here. Well, we can do that for you as well, because you can get your adorable scoreable cardstock. You can choose from all 30 of the brand new colours, and you get 10 sheets in each pack. They're £3.99 each, which works out at £9.99. So if you got all 30 colours and you got 10 sheets of each, that's going to be around £90. However, if you buy 5 sheets of our 5 packs of our 60 sheets, that's going to come to about 75-ish pounds. So you can save yourself about £15, and you're going to have 100 sheets of our brand new adorable Scorable. There's really ways for everyone. There's ways for people if you're just doing specific crafting. You can buy sort of 10 sheets of one colourway. Maybe it's invitations for a special event you've got coming up next year. Maybe you're just wanting to get your hands on all the different colours, then you absolutely can do with our 60 sheet pack. If you are a crazy crafter like us though, then you want to be getting the most amazing value. So getting that 60 sheets, multi-buying on that one is going to save you your pennies. So think about it. There is something for everyone, but let's have a look at all of the different colours, because there is a fantastic selection within here. Starting off with your charcoal. All of our adorable Scorable Matte-tastic does have a white core, so you are going to get that white back on all of them. But Matte-tastic is so much better than your regular adorable Scorable because you can do a lot more with it. We've got your steel grey next up. Then we have your Cloudy Skies, which is a beautiful light grey colour. You've got your Cotton White on here. This is probably going to be an absolute favourite of the year. This is our Sandstone, that gorgeous sort of greyish colour. We have our Fawn. Then we have the most beautiful earthy brown. You're going to get your chocolate in here. You've got your one of my favourites.
Yeah, definitely mine
One
too.
of my favourites, the maroon. It's delightful. So nice. Then we've got really bright red, which is something we didn't really have last year.
No.
So you've got your letterbox red in there. Then you have your pumpkin, so you can get that colour as well. A really nice sort of rustic. It's kind of a mix between orange and red actually, but it's a really nice colourway. Our orange twist, the most perfect orange there ever was. We have our sunshine. This yellow this year is a lot different to the yellow I think the yellow that we've had has been it's not been as bright as this.
No,
I'm trying to
no.
think of how I would describe it. It's been more of like a sandy yellow, but this time we've gone for a really bright yellow. We have your Just Peachy, which is this gorgeous light peach selection. Then moving on to your pinks, you're going to get your pink chiffon, which is this beautiful calming pink colour. We have the super bright carnation, which is beautiful. Then moving on to more of your rosy pink. This is a really nice deep pink colour, and finishing off with your watermelon. This is the perfect name for this colour as well. You're going to get your orchid in there. We also have your soft lavender. You're going to get your plum purple, which is a little bit more bluey this time around. You're going to have in here, moving on to your blues, you have your navel blue, which is your really deep blue. Then we have this beautiful pigeon blue.
Oh,
and
this is another favourite.
Absolutely stunning colour. I think the maroon and the sandstone are absolutely gorgeous colourways. We've got your ice blue in here as well. You've got your spearmint, which is a lovely colourway. Then we have in your greens your fresh cucumber. We have your jade green, which is a really lovely mix of sort of a bluey green, a bit more darker than your spearmint, but in that same sort of tone. Then we've got your spring grass, which is really bright, your basil leaf, and finishing off with your moss green. The colours are incredible. 30 brand new colours of your Matte-tastic. You can stamp on here, you can ink on here, we can colour this in with our craft markers. You're going to be able to use your glimmer mists if you want to as well, but it still has that incredible technology. You've still got that bendy ink, so you can make your card blanks from this, and you know you're going to have no cracking, no creasing. It is the best cardstock there is, and I love Matte-tastic. I love Adorable Scorable. It definitely has its place, but this is just so nice for your softer crafting, using with your dies, and I love when we bring out new colours. It's just the best thing, isn't it? So if you want to get your big 60 sheet pack, it's £14.99. If you want half of that, where you're going to get one of each of these fantastic colours, then you can do that's just £9.99. But if you specifically know that you're going to be using certain colours, like your maroon, like your pigeon blue, then you can buy 10 sheets of each colour for just £3.99, and you can get them on an incredible deal of any three for £9.99 as well, so saving you a little bit more on that one. And to finish off, because we've also got for you a brand new essential book of sentiments. This is our Matte-tastic 2024 essential book, and in here you've got so many incredible sentiments. There's 620 individual sentiments altogether, and there's a great mix of occasions within here. Let's see if we can get that for you so you can read that foiling. You've got sort of your everyday occasions here, so happy birthdays covered. We've got from across the miles, speedy recovery, thank you in here. You've got things for Father's Day, Mother's Day, and best of luck. And you're going to get that in a variety of gold and silver designs as well, all on that coordinating Matte-tastic cardstock. And then moving along, we have all of your sort of female sentiments on here. So you've got wife, you've got for a sister, friend, daughter, mum. We've got nana in here, grandma, fabulous mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. There's so many fantastic ones covered in that, and again in a mix of gold and silver. And then we have for you our next lot of sort of all occasion ones, and I love the selection in here. We've got parents to be, welcome to the world. You're going to get your home sweet home in here, happy birthday, graduation, retirement. My favorite one here at the bottom though is congratulations, you're going to be pawsome parents. You've passed as well. We've got wedding day on this one, jam-packed full with loads and loads of sentiments. And then moving on to all of those male sentiments as well. You've got son, brother, best friend, niece, nephew, uncle, dad, husband, fiance, granddad, brother-in-law. You are genuinely covered for every occasion you can possibly think of. And you know, by getting your 2024 sentiments, that every single colour is going to match with the brand new Matte-tastic Adorable Scorable that we are bringing for you today. But that is enough of my chitter chatter. I've got a few cards to show you, and then we're going to go straight to Kat for a fantastic demonstration showing just how you can use these cards. I love this one that Rachel did, using all of those mix of colours. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can see how well you're going to be able to use your colour wheel here to mix these colours and make some monochromatic cards. Using this with your dies as well. You'll see some dies that we've got on most of these cards, and they're going to come up for you in a little bit later, so make sure you're staying tuned for this one. But Kat, what are we going to do with this?
Well, I'm going to be naughty and start playing with the dice straight away because I just couldn't wait. We are going to take two of these gorgeous colours. I've got the beautiful naval blue and that stunning yellow there for you, and it looks a little bit frightening at the moment, but I promise it's all going to come together. So I'm starting with a 7-inch card blank, and I'm going to cut this down tenfold, but then I'm going to have it so it's coming in the like side opening position from the landscape way, she says. Let me get this through here. Trim that off. Probably need a new blade. So, is that right? Yeah, so it's going to open in that direction. So I'm going to start with this blue, and we're just going to cut down a basic mat to 7 inches by 5 inches to fit our card blank. So that's that one. And then I'm going to take my yellow. I hope this is wide enough. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to take this to 6 3/4. No, I'm not. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So because we're using the coloured cardstock, I'm just leaving that matting layer just slightly chunkier than usual because we want to show off those colours as beautifully as possible. So that's going to be our next layer. And then I'm going to go back to my blue and we're going to cut the next piece down to 6.5. And then I'm just going to leave this as it is because I'm going to take one of my dies from our new edge dies, and I've got this beautiful star pattern now, so you can start to see why I have picked this, the blue and the yellow now. So I'm wanting to cut 2 panels to go across. What you need to do is make sure that your cut line on your die is going in the direction
that you want it to.
Yeah, up from where you want to cut. So I'm just going to put this along. My piece of cardstock is just a little bit longer than my die, but that's okay. You can just use your blade or your scissors to trim that down later. So are you cutting like a
small panel off here with this one?
Yeah, and I've already done my second one, and then I'm going to kind of piece them back, top and bottom. And let's move all my mess out, get this down on my board. Make sure that's down there.
A fantastic selection of colours though. We absolutely love them. Good morning to everyone who's joining us today. Lots of people guessing the Win It Weekly question. I didn't think it was going to be what you're all putting, so that surprised me actually. Stay tuned to see whether that's right though. We'll announce that winner on Friday, and 6 people are going to be winning that incredible concept card.
The only thing that makes sense to me is, I'm pretty sure the 21st is the shortest day of the year, isn't it? So maybe being the shortest day might have something to do with the clock situation. I don't know, that's the only thing I can kind of think. So you're going to do this twice. I'm trying to stack them on there. I can see there being a disaster in a minute. We're just going to take this off carefully because I've got that. Peel away my cardstock. And these little stars and circles that come out as well are absolutely perfect for saving if you're doing shaker cards or anything like that. Just a little bit of residue off here. And then as you can see, it's cut into the card there, so there's lots of different ways you could use that as well, but I'm just going to snip this out.
I do love that about them, you know. I was thinking if you were doing sort of like DL cards, or you had a 7x7 or a 7x5 actually, you could make the top of your card shaped. If you added score lines in once you've cut it,
yes,
you could make that edge on the top of your card. You can obviously have it on the side of your card. You can have it diagonally, or you can have it sort of half cut into the front of your card.
Yeah, there's so many different ways.
There's some really good ways in which you can use them, and we'll show you them in a moment, but all 4 designs you have on these fantastic edges are just perfect for so many different occasions, and they're definitely going to be things that you use all throughout the year.
So I'm just going to pop this on here. Let's see if I can sneak a little bit more in there just to give it stability. So bring this onto our yellow one, and like I said, I have made one earlier that's hiding away in here, and we're just going to place this top and bottom, just leaving that kind of natural matte layer finish. Take my foam pads off, it might help.
Lots of people saying, Kat, you are right. The 21st of December is the shortest day of the year. So you're thinking there might just be.
We could be. I still have absolutely no idea. So then we're going to go back. I'm going to take another panel of, in fact, I'm going to use this panel that I've already cut here because it should be the right length. The same as my other one. It's good to be using our scrap. So this time I'm going to take another one of our new dies. These are our cut-in sentiment dies, and I've got on your special day. I'm just going to line this up to the bottom, just so it's going to leave a fine kind of border. Reuse my masking tape. Pop that on there.
Karen says...
And these are something brand new. Sorry, Natalie.
No, it's fine. Karen said, I wish you could do these little books with happy birthday in all of the different shapes and fonts. That would be so fabulous. I will pass on your suggestion to our lovely Alan, and he can add it to his list. We're always thinking of ways in which we can
and this is something that
things,
we as a team have asked for as well,
yeah,
so we're on board.
Don't you worry. We're always willing to pass on your suggestions.
We have done one in the past. I had one when I was just a customer before I knew I was ever going to be here.
Yeah, I think we've definitely done them before.
So again, just take this out of here. So just pop out. So these are a brand new kind of product for us, these cutting dies. We've had ones similar, like on the edge ones, but these cut in to your cardstock. So like Natalie said before, there's so many wonderful things you can do with these as well. So I'm going to cut this strip out. Now what I find really handy to get nice straight edges on these is if I go to my top line here where it's cut, sorry, I need to do it the other way around, and take it to the 1/4 inch mark over my cutting guide here. Hang on, what am I doing wrong? Can't get it where I want it to go. Yeah, that's right. So take it to this one here. Line it up against that 1/4 inch guide and then cut it, and you're going to get a really nice cut out edge.
That's a good idea.
There. And this, I think, should go that full length of the card there. So what I'm going to do is you get these two like little bits that hold it in place at the edge, so you can just go in with your craft knife and take these out. I don't know if I've got a ruler on me. I'm just going to use this excess bit of card. So just line the two lines up where it's finished cutting with the die there, she says.
Is there a ruler on the side, Kat?
Yeah, there is. There's two there. Look at that.
2 rulers.
That one's missing.
Your lucky day.
And we're just going to trim this down, cut this piece out, but you can leave it in if you want to. It's completely up to you. I just prefer the look. It just makes them first words stand out even more. Then I'm going to pop this again onto some foam pads. Just go with our skinny strips along the top and the bottom. Ooh, I can just see where there is.
Fits perfectly.
It does. But I'm going to leave my sides clear because I am going to pop a little bit of ribbon behind this just to give it that extra definition. So I've got a piece of navy ribbon here, and I'm just going to thread this through the back there on either side, and when I'm happy I can pop that in place. And I just love that you can do these fab things with this. We are going to then just get some double-sided tape and secure it on either side. So you don't have to be too neat with this bit. Nobody's going to see. I'm going to pop that down, secure it, and then I can just trim away the excess. And then exactly the same again on the other side. Cut away the bit I don't need here. A little bit more tape. And then if you wanted to, you could go in and pop your foam pad back over the top of that just to give it that extra security. We're going to take that, trim off our excess, take the backing off the foam pads, pop this then across the middle, just in the space there, I'm going to bring in that original piece of cardstock that we cut. Bring in my construction glue. Pop that on there, and then I am just going to bring in one of our sentiments that we'll go with. We've got the 2-star ones that would work perfectly, but the sentiments just aren't quite right for the one that I've chose on there. So let's just go with happy birthday. Another bit of foam pad.
I love how these all work together.
It's so great, isn't it? So we're just going to pop that in the centre, and then just to bring in that little bit of gold that's on the sentiment there, I'm just going to add a few gemstones. Let's just go in the corners just to tie it all together. And pop it on our card blank.
Such a lovely combination of colours as well. It really works so well together, especially for those special occasions. You've got that very sort of classic navy with that sunshine yellow.
Yeah. And this could be for a man or a woman or any age. It's going to suit absolutely everyone. And I love that we've showed off 2 colours that are really new. They're not like anything that was in the last selection.
No, absolutely not.
I just love that. And here we go.
I love that die as well. It adds so much interest to your cards. If you love those dies as well, then we have them available for you. Starting off with our on the edge embellishments. So you are going to get in here 4 dies. They are about 5.5 inches in length, but you can tile these. You're going to be able to tile them to be able to make those go longer on your cards. You can also obviously make shorter cards with these. You can do so many things. Like Kat just used them as panels. You can use these fully on the edge of your cards, diagonally across the front. You can layer them on top of each other as well, like the gorgeous example on the front. So you've got 3 different designs there going on that card. This one is £19.99 if you want to get it on its own, but don't be paying that price. Don't be paying that price. Just hold on. Hold your horses a little while. Then we have the fantastic all occasions cut in sentiments. There is a whopping 10 dies included in this collection. You're going to get birthday wishes, get well soon, happy anniversary, love and hugs, good luck on your special day, from me to you, thank you, thinking of you, and best wishes. There is a fantastic range of different typography that you can see within here as well, and they all work so fantastically separately, or you can use them together. So you could have birthday wishes from me to you, you could have thinking of you on your special day, you could have good luck on your special day, you could have birthday wishes, love and hugs, or you could have love and hugs, get well soon. They all can work so well together, and for that reason we have done you a fantastic bundle where you're going to save £5. So you can get both of these brand new dies today for £34.98, just £31 if you're a Diamond member. And remember, these are brand new deals, so if you got your goodie boxes, you're going to be able to use your discount code on any of the purchases you make throughout December, and that could be an extra 10% off these fantastic dies today. So make sure you're using that discount code as much as possible throughout this month to be able to save yourself some pennies. So we have those fantastic dies for you, and let's have a look at some ways that they've been used as well, because there's so many gorgeous ways in which you can use them. This is sort of like that diagonal effect on the front of your card that we were talking about, and then your birthday wishes just here in the background. It looks so wonderful in that way. I love how this one has been used to create a gorgeous stopper for your card. It also shows how well the different typographies work together and how all the colours coordinate really nicely as well. This is a really funky card. I think Rachel made this one where she's paper pieced all of the different designs back into one another to create strips for her card. It looks absolutely fantastic. We've got this one here, so those vines have been cut out, so using those and the butterflies individually on the card. And then another beautiful one here, again just using that thinking of you across the center of the card, this time cutting it into the whole panel of the card and then layering up those edged borders on top of it. And such a beautiful selection. As well as our brand new items today, we also have some fantastic deals on our Premier Craft tools. So let's get straight to those, starting off, because we've got lots of dies, we had to put our die brush in for you. Our die brush is normally £11.99, but right now you can get it for £7.99. You've got that fantastic brush feature for popping out all of those elements. You've got your pokey tool for all of those precision pieces that we need to be popping out. And then you've also got that really cool sort of spatula, which is perfect for picking up your gemstones and other bits and pieces like that. And an absolutely fantastic product. And at £7.99, a great little stocking filler for anyone. To go alongside that, of course, we have our precision craft knife. Anyone, oh my goodness. I did not think it was going to go down that far. Like
there's not much farther it could go down.
I feel like this is a best ever price. £2.99 for our precision craft knife. You're going to get 3 blades included, because you get 1 in your craft knife. You get 2 handy little ones in this tub as well. So £2.99 for our fantastic craft knife. It's got such a comfort with this really nice sort of material we've got on the front of here. So if you're crafting for a really long time and you're fussy cutting, it's great. To go alongside that as well, at now an absolutely silly price, if you want to grab your hands on even more blades, this deal contains 5 blades. You can get those, so it's just 1 pack, isn't it? 5 blades, 1 pack. You can get them for £1.49. £1.49.
It's madness.
So you could get 2 of those. That's going to be £3. You've got your craft knife, which is going to be £3. So that's £6. That is £6. So for 2 packs of blades and your knife, you're paying the same as what you should be paying for your knife anyway. It's
incredible
crazy.
value. Yep.
Silly prices. Make sure you are stocking up on these items if you need them. And then of course, if we're using that blade, we need the correct mats to be using it with, and we have a fantastic selection for you. I'm not sure how crazy these prices are going to go, but starting off with our little mini 8x8, fits in your mini adorable scoreboard. £3.99 for this one. Perfect for all those little crafters or on-the-go travelling crafters. Your mat goes up to, it's 8x8 in size, but the grid size is 7x7 inches. And then on your centimetres as well, that goes up to 18 centimetres squared. So you've got all of those grid lines, and you've got the super handy card sizes in there as well, which I absolutely love. We've fitted into that mini one. Then we've got your 12x12 one. So on here it goes all the way up to 28 centimetres in your metrics, and then you've also got that up to 11x11 on your mat as well. So we've got that one, which is £4.99. £4.99. And how much is this one? £3.99. £3.99, £4.99. It's madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like double the size, an extra £1. And then for any of those crazy crafters who like to have a dedicated craft space, popping this on maybe your dining room table, or to make sure you're not cutting into any of your fantastic furniture, we've got our massive A3 size cutting mat. We use this on our desk, we've got it in here, we use it at Hobby Maker. It is fantastic. This should be £14.99. It is £9.99. This one is going to take you all the way up to 20 centimetres by 40 centimetres. And then on the opposite side as well, it's going to go all the way to 18 inches by 11 inches. And again, you've got all of those points. So you've got those central points, and you've got those bigger lines for making sure that all of your ribbons line up or your placements are perfect. There's nothing better than a brand new craft mat, I can tell you that. But these are awesome prices. Again, all prices that I think are perfect for presents. Most of them all below £9. Absolutely
Madness.
awesome, isn't it? Right, Kat, we're coming back to you for a second demo. What are we going to do this time?
We are going to do that technique you absolutely love. My little frame technique with
I
the
did
dies.
this yesterday.
Did you do it yesterday?
I nearly messed up. But it is my favourite. It's so clever because when you look at these dies, you don't think to do this. And I think,
did.
Well, you did, but straight away you don't think, I'm going to be able to do that. This is where Kat's genius really comes in, because she thinks out of the box.
I'm going to start with a 7 by 7 inch panel. It's not going to end this size, it's just so I've got a little bit of space to work with and manoeuvre and being able to chop down at the end. So I'm going to take one of our cutting dies. I've got thank you here. And the first bit is just making sure that you cut in all the words in the right direction. So I'm turning it in. I'm going to place this on here centrally, knowing that I've got enough room to work all the way round. And we're just going to start and tap that down, pull out my plates, and we are going to pop this onto here. Lost my metal, it's a shame. And we're going to run this through. Now it is going to be a little bit repetitive. I'm not going to do the whole thing, don't worry, but you do have to do it 4 times, and we're going to create like an outer frame. It will all become clear, I promise.
And once you've done this as well, there's so many ways that you can use it, because you can just use it plainly, or you can turn it into like a shaker.
Yes, you can.
It's really, really clever.
So what I'm going to do next is we're going to carefully take this off here.
Viv says I might need to get the 12 by 12 because I haven't got it, and I need everything. And Donna says I don't want to mark my A3 mat, so I've still got the wrapper on it. Donna, for this price, grab yourself another one, and then you've got one that's perfect, and you've got one for all your messy crafting. So treat yourself. It's Christmas.
Normal, just pop out your little bits there. But you're going to leave these side bits intact, and they will fall out naturally. You might just need a little bit of help. So we're going to take your die again. We're going to turn this 45 degrees, and then we're going to place it as close as we can. So you've got where your 2 edge lines come up to there. We're going to take this, the one at the back, to the very edge line, and we're going to make sure they're meeting this top line here, and then we're going to put it in place, and then try and get that as straight as you possibly can across there.
Are you going to trim this out once you've done it?
Yes, yeah.
I think that's a really good way as well, because sometimes you might not get it as precisely as you want it to be.
No.
So having that extra room where you can play around with it, it's going to save yourself some troubles.
And like that, if you use the same technique to cut out that I showed you before, which I'll show you again on here, by taking it up to that 1/4 inch line, you'll get a really neat finish around the edge. So even if the die isn't 100% straight, if you're cutting that line straight, it'll look right. So the idea is that you just cut that all the way around until you get a square. I'm just going to do it on these 2 sides just to show you, and then I can bring in the finished article. So you can see how this is almost automatically cut out. You just need your craft knife if it's just a little bit off, but it's very, very close, and it'll cut in this perfect like corner for you. So we're just going to do that all the way around. So just repeat. So imagine we've done all 4 sides, and then like I said before, if you pop this on to your mat, take this top line to that 1/4 inch line, or it can be any other line depending on the thickness you want it to be, and you can straighten that up there, and then just turn it till you go all the way around. And then you know you're going to end up with a nice even border all the way across. You could even just do the 2, you know, it's fab. And once you've gone all the way through, you are going to end up with one that looks like this.
It's awesome, isn't it?
So clever,
it's
isn't
really,
it?
really clever.
So just to take this to the next level, what I'm going to do now is...
Oh my goodness, Kat.
I'm going to cut in so it's more of a frame. So this time I'm taking the bottom line up to the 1/4 inch. I'm going to place my blade in the middle. I'm just going to eyeball this one a little bit because my marks aren't quite right. So I just want it to be that kind of same kind of width all the way round. But because we can see exactly where we are cutting with our blade, we can take that there.
It's going to look so good doing this. Carol, the silver plate Kat was using was just our metal plate. It's just a little bit out of shape.
Yeah.
Is all. So it just doesn't look like a plate, but it is. It's just the metal plate for the Gemini.
We promise. It's just very well loved. That's all.
There's no craziness going on here.
No.
We just craft a lot here at. We just craft so much.
So just take these down, and again, if it's not, there's some little bits that aren't thingy.
Oh, look how cool this looks.
So now we have got this beautiful frame. So like you said, if you were doing your shakers or anything like that,
I think it would be so cool with like a photograph in the middle as well.
Yeah, that would be so good.
Really, really cool.
So what I'm going to do now, I've now got the flower embellishment die, and I'm going to put this on the pink. And this is a very similar technique to what we did with the stars before. So I'm going to cut 2 of these. And get these through.
We might be treated to a new one for Christmas. We'll have to speak nicely to Joanne, who does all the buying, and ask if we can have another one.
But it does work perfectly.
It does. It's just what happens when you use it daily.
It is. So we're going to end up with 2 of these borders, and we're just going to take these out, and we're going to cut them down a little bit. So take that away from there, take all my pieces away, get my die brush.
Linda asked, what order did you put the plates in? For this Gemini, it would have been your white metal plate, then your plastic shim, your magnetic shim, your die facing upwards, your cardstock, and then your metal plate, and that last white cutting plate. That is the sort of plates that we use for all of our die cutting. Sometimes you don't necessarily need the metal plate. It depends what dies you're cutting and how intricate they are. But I think sometimes you just know when your metal plate's in there that your die is going to cut absolutely perfectly every single time.
You do. So I'm just cutting this little border down.
This is
to
cute.
The right size, and we'll go in with a little bit of skinnier tape. Is that going to be too thick? I've got my high tap tape here, so let's just use this. So we'll do this on both sides while I've got it out. So I'm just trying to show the dies off today, obviously, by using them both together, but you could use these so independently of each other. There's so many different things you can do. So let's pop that one in the top there. And then I'm just going to do the same with the one on the bottom. We're just going to place it on. Let's bring it a little bit down from that tape so I don't get it stuck before I need to. Just mark where it's going to hit the border, and then you can just trim it to size, and then we can pop that on there. And of course I'm using the shades of the pink from the range here, so we're just going to end up with this lovely little layer there. I've cut from another shade of pink the beautiful background Matte 6x6. We're just going
this looks lovely, Kat.
My skinny foam pads again. It's just about playing around, like I said. To start off with, just get out some of your scrap card and your basics, and just have a play, and you'll come up with so many wonderful things you can do with these.
Karen agrees. She said, I was thinking it would look really good with a photo too. Would be a great little gift for like maybe a teacher at Christmas, with a photograph of like one of your children that's been in their class. It's a really, really clever idea. I love the fact that Kat's cut into the middle of this as well. Again, shaker cards would look awesome with this.
Pop that out. Let's get a couple of chunkier ones just to secure this middle so it doesn't sag. Taking off this backing.
Oh, we do apologise for any of the noises that you might be able to hear. We've got some construction people in. Would you say that's what they are? We are having a new heater fitted in our warehouse, and where it's going is kind of quite close to where we are in the studio here. So you might have been able to hear a couple of beeps here and there. That one was a bit louder than all of the others have been though. So if you did hear that, we do apologise. And that's the drilling.
Right on cue. So we just pop this on to our 6x6, and then just to give it that real extra pop, I'm just going to come in with a big bow. I was going to do it in the middle originally, but I've not left enough room. Get this down on there. We'll pop that up the top.
Oh, I love that little added bow. How sweet is that?
Finish it off. And it'll probably fall off because it's not been given enough time to.
Wow.
But just working them together in such a different way.
And how wonderful is it that all of those pinks all work together?
They do.
It's the same with all of the colours, the blues, the pinks, the greens, all of the different tones that we've got all work so well together if you want to use them in that way. Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
Lots of love for that card. Linda says, Kat is so talented. We know. So next up we have some of our 12 days of Christmas offers, and we are looking at none other than our incredible scoreboards. We have two different offers for you with this one. So starting off, we have the brand new aqua blue scoreboard. This is our 12x12 scoreboard. It's also 30x30 centimeters on the other side. You've got that incredible box making technology, and you have our adorable scorable handbook crafting volume number 6. This should be £44.98, but we are bringing it down to £29.99 for you. If you've never had a scoreboard before, these are absolutely incredible. I think you learn so much from a scoreboard and these handbooks, and they're so well written. You've got fantastic sort of guides at the very front of your book, then you're going to get sort of grid lines, and then you're going to have cards that you can recreate with all of the different measurements. We've got templates in here as well, photographs so you can see all of the different pieces and what you need to be putting together. It's really, really quite handy. So we have the blue option for you, which was brand new that we brought to you in September, but if you are a classic, then you can also get our purple scoreboard, the same size, 12x12, 30x30 centimeters, and we have the crafting handbook for you as well, the adorable scorable crafting handbook. This one is fantastic. Again, you have so many different things in here, all of the tips and tricks for you at the very beginning, all of the knowledge that you need to know, and then we've got some fantastic makes in here, different cards from what is in your handbook volume 6, different boxes, 3D projects. There's so many things you can be learning from these books, and we can promise that these are things that you will get out time and time again. I think at least once a week we get a crafting handbook out to look at measurements, sizes, to recreate loads of different things. So again, £29.99. Whether you're purple or whether you're the aqua blue, there is one scoreboard waiting just for you. You just need to add it to your basket. Make sure you don't miss out on this one because this is a really, really great deal. Okay, let's recap on our brand new launch for today. It is our brand new Matastic colours for 2024. You are going to get 60 sheets in this incredible bundle for £14.99. You can see the gorgeous variety of brand new colours and shades we've got for you. 60 sheets for £14.99, or you can get half the amount of sheets for £9.99. You're going to get 1 sheet of each of the new 30 colours, or for just an extra £5, you can get yourself 2 sheets of all of those colours, and make sure you are super stocked up. We've also got them in individual packs of 10 as well, so if you know that it's just going to be that pigeon blue that you're going to want to stock up on, or maybe it's that fantastic orange twist, then you can buy them individually, and you can get them on a little multi-buy deal of any 3 for £9.99, so that's 30 sheets for just £9.99. But let's have a little recap of all of the fantastic colours. We've got charcoal for you, we've got steel grey for you, we have the gorgeous cloudy sky, you can have your cotton white, we have that beautiful sandstone, your fawn, you can get your beautiful earthy brown, your chocolate, that beautiful maroon, absolutely gorgeous colour, your letterbox red, we have your pumpkin, your orange twist, then your sunshine yellow, your just peachy, moving on to that beautiful pink chiffon, your carnation, the wonderful rosy pink, we have your watermelon for you, then you're going to get your orchid, your soft lavender, you have your plum purple, that gorgeous navel blue that Kat used earlier in that first demonstration, your pigeon blue, we have your blue ice, that gorgeous spearmint, your fantastic fresh cucumber, your jade green, your spring grass, which I really like this time.
It's really fresh,
it's
isn't
good,
it?
isn't it? Your basil leaf and your moss green. 30 brand new colours coming your way for 2024. You don't want to miss out on having these in your stash, because remember, any of our instructions that we're going to do with card models in the magazine, any Matastic collections, you're going to want your brand new colours to work alongside those. I think that, I don't know if I have any more cards. Do we have some more, Jess? Have I hidden them? Maybe I've hidden them, but I'll try and find them. We're going to go back to Kat for one last demo, while I try and find those extra cards, and then we're going to leave you for the day.
Okay, Dolka. So I have been a bit naughty here, and I am going away from the beautiful Matastic, but only because I wanted a card that was the same colour each side, and I wanted to use my craft and show how gorgeous these dies work on the craft card as well. So I'm going to make a card blank out of my craft card. I'm going to take it to the biggest possible dimensions I can make. So if we cut it to 11.5, and then 5 3/4 high, and then we should end up with a nice square card. And this one's going to be a little bit like, well, a little bit like that butterfly one that you showed at the earlier on. So take this to 5 3/4. And we're just going to score down the middle. So this is about as close to a 6x6 as you can get out of an A4 piece of cardstock. So now I'm going to take, if I can find where I've put it, this beautiful butterfly die. I'm going to find where that cutting edge is, and we are going to put this on a diagonal across the card, just to show a different way that you can use them. I've lost my little tack tape again. Where's it gone? Boo, boo, boo. There's some here. I'll pinch this. And again, I'm going to pop my tape on this side because we're going to be cutting this bit away. So if there is any sticky problems, then nobody's going to see it. Again, into the machine, plastic plate on top and through. And out we come. Take this away, so I fold from the back, pop that out.
Nice.
You can just see how beautifully that's cut there. So just go in, take out all these little pieces.
I love the fact that you've also got that incredible sort of like cut in detail on the opposite side, so you can lift any of those elements out that you've got. It's just so detailed.
It is, and like you said, if you're just wanting to cut loads of butterflies and cut them out for a different project, you've also got that possibility here as well, without having to sit there and cut again and again and again. Let's just take out all these little bits. I'm sat there doing that. I have one eye on me earlier, so I don't know why. So we've got the same kind of effect there. So next, I'm just going to keep this really clean with some white cardstock.
Nice. Because
that's 5 3/4. We are going to cut this to 5.5 by 5.5. I'm going to bring it. Oh, I was going to bring in the scoreboard. We have got a scoreboard.
Would you like one of my scoreboards?
Natalie's got a stash.
I've got 2.
Thank you. And on this piece, I'm just going to score at every line on here all the way across to get this really lovely detailed emboss effect. I am tomorrow, can I give you a sneak peek? On one of the shows on Hobby Maker, I'm doing an embossing technique with the scoreboard that I've never done before. Something a little bit different, so tune in. Wow. It's so easy to do, but you get such a cool effect. So when you're all done, you're going to end up with a piece that looks like this. So I'm going to bring in my first of my edit dies, and this one, we're going to go from me to you. And then we're going to place this directly on here. So just to give it a little bit of a different look, by popping it onto that scored card, it's going to cut exactly the same, just as beautifully, but just onto a different texture. I've got Natalie thinking now, I can hear the clogs from here.
No, I am.
Not the clogs, the cogs.
There's definitely clogs in my head.
So we're just going to die cut this again. Pop that through. Again, works exactly the same, it's just giving you a little bit of texture underneath. Take that away from there, pop everything out, and again I am just going to go in and trim away those extra lines, but they have to be there to hold it in place. If we had a thingy, it'd just fall out. So we're just going to trim that away.
You can obviously do it straight down as well if you wanted to.
Yes.
So you've got that, so it will keep, the words will keep the paper together, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And then with a little bit of
trusty construction glue.
Trusty construction glue. You could pop this on foam pads if you want to, but I'm just going to keep it flat for this one because I've got another little piece going on the front. So we're going to pop that in there. And then just to finish up, I have taken another little section of the white cardstock, and then I've die cut the birthday wishes like we showed you before. I've lost my thin strips, they're over here. I've got 18 packets of them over here.
So much love for these brand new dies. Karen says, I just have to have them. How many other people are going to be adding these dies to their baskets? Remember, if you purchase one of our goodie boxes, you will have that 10% discount code that you can use all throughout December as many times as you want. So make it worthwhile. Add it to your orders. Get that extra 10% off this incredible Moonstone Die sentiment and embellishment bundle. It's so worth it. These are going to be used all throughout the year with collections. You're going to be able to use them with other dies that we've got coming up. They are just the perfect match.
They are. They're going to go straight into your essentials collection, your everyday use, aren't they? Because I mean, I've not actually showed you today, and we've been a bit naughty, but you can chop into these as well and just take the words out of them.
Yeah, we've seen some cards that use that as well.
We're just going to pop that on there and keep it really clean and simple. And I love that you can mix and match these sentiments as well.
They look really, really good together, don't they? Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
I couldn't find any of those cards. I think I showed them too early, that's why. But I did find this one, which we haven't shown you yet, and it just shows off how you can use those edget dies to make your frames as well, just as we did with the words, and they look so fantastic too. Kat, you are going to travel to Hobby Maker tomorrow.
I am, yes.
Kat's got another brand new die launch and a brand new handbook, people. Don't miss out Hobby Maker tomorrow because it's going to be a good one. She's going to be there at 2, at 4 p.m. and at 7 p.m. We have a really cool offer show on our little book, so don't miss that one. And then she's going to be there with our Moonstone Party Time dies and our beginner's guide to die cutting. An absolute match made in heaven with those products. Don't miss those shows because if you want to see Kat's new technique, I'm going to be tuning in all day.
Yeah, that's a little book show, that one.
So next up on Hunky Dory TV, myself and Dan are here for our 7th day of Christmas. So make sure you are here at 10 a.m. to join us with lots of exciting offers and some demonstrations with our Prism craft markers. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. We will see you all again tomorrow. Make sure you are here at 10 a.m. and then you are joining Kat at Hobby Maker for a brand new launch.